This is how you drink chimarrão, or Brazilian yerba mate, without clogging your bombilla. There are two ways to prepare it, but today I'll be showing you the more traditional method as well as how to finish it, which is one of the most common questions I get that I don't think anyone has really answered yet. So if you've tried drinking this countless times and can never get it to work, or are planning to try it sometime soon, hopefully by the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to know in order to drink it successfully. But I'm gonna warn you now, there's no 100% foolproof method to get it to work other than one of those filters you put on the bombilla. But there are several things I will show you to troubleshoot and get it to work. Now that that's clear, let's get our equipment. To start, we'll need a Brazilian Cuia, which is made from a calabash fruit and is the traditional vessel used to drink chimarrão. They're cut differently from other gourds to give it that hourglass shape, which helps make preparing it easier. Next, we'll need a spoon bombilla, or bomba in Portuguese. This is the only type of filter that works the best, so don't bother with the other ones. If you don't have one, we offer several on our website, like the one you see here. And lastly, we have our beautiful Erva, which we can begin by filling our Cuia with it till we reach around the neck of the gourd. It's important you use enough Erva here, otherwise the mountain won't hold up and will cause clogging issues later on. Once filled, we can form the mountain, which with chimarrão, there are three ways you can do it. The first is the typical way with your hand. You cover the top, turn it to the side, shake, and bring it back. As you can see, it's like the typical mountain we get with other yerbas. The only issue with doing it this way is some Cuyas can have an opening way too big for your palm to cover it. So here are two other ways to go about that. The second way, we'll hold the Cuia in one hand while covering half of the opening. Then we'll use our bomba and dig and push all the Erva over to that side. It can get a little messy here, but as you can see, we still get the same result. The other way is to cover the Cuia with a plate, dish, or one of these acrylic discs which you can find easily on Amazon. Essentially anything you have that's flat and can cover the Cuia will work. Now we can cover the opening of the Cuia with it and turn and shake at an angle while holding them tightly together to make sure no Erva falls out. This is the neatest way to make the mountain, as the Erva lays perfectly flat in line with the top of the Cuia. We can even pat it down a bit to compact it further, and as you can see on the inside, we have it all on one half. Next, we can carefully fill the water hole with hot water just until we reach the top. Now here's where things change a little from the typical preparation. After filling with water, you could wait to let it steep and solidify the mountain like you do with other yerbas, but lately what's been working the most for me is immediately placing in the bombilla. But before you do so, you want to make sure you use your thumb and cover the top of the straw, and then place it in and turn it so it's alongside of the mountain, which I'll show you how it looks inside after I drink it. Once set, you can release your thumb and you should see the water lower and get sucked into the straw. This is a telltale sign that it's going to work. If you don't see the water get sucked up, that's how you know the bombilla is already clogged. And to prove it to you, I'm going to top it off with some more hot water and give it a go without any cuts so you can see it happen live. As you could see and hear, it's as smooth as a whistle and with no resistance when I suck. To give you a clear idea of what's going on, you can see on the inside how the bombilla should be positioned, one half in the mountain and one half not. I can't tell you why this works, but after hearing someone say to do this, it's worked for me ever since. Now that you know how to successfully prepare chimarrão, let's get into how you finish it, because there are a few ways to do so. The first way is to simply flood the mountain little by little, like how you do with other yerbas. You can either pour directly over it or push some of the Erva down with your finger. The only issue with this method is it will eventually clog as too much Erva starts to cover the filter at the bottom. So when you feel that it's getting a little too hard to drink, you're going to take out the bomba and scoop out the used Erva at the bottom. This will open up space so that the filter isn't crowded. Then you can place the bomba back in and it should work like before. It's possible it may clog again as you use more of the Erva, but just repeat the same steps until everything is used up. The second way is to push the mountain to the other side with your bomba. This will expose all the dry unused Erva and allow us to steep it. This method is very messy and risks your bomba clogging again, which is why I don't usually recommend it, but it is an option. Once your new mountain is formed, we'll repeat the same steps like when we first made it by filling it with water and inserting the bomba immediately. The other downside to this method is the dry Erva on the top won't get wet, so even when doing this method, you'll still have to push some of it down to finish it off. Now like I said in the beginning, none of this works 100% of the time, and it's more than likely your bomba might get clogged midway. A little trick I found to help fix this is to lift the bomba slightly, hold it there, and drink. This should usually let the water flow through, but if that doesn't work, you could try shimmying the bomba around while trying to drink from it until you eventually find a spot where it comes up. Then in whatever position it works in, you can leave it there as it will likely work for the next few pours. You might have to repeat this step a few times though, but these are essentially all the ways to troubleshoot and fix the clogged bomba. You either move or twist the bomba around, lift it slightly, or scoop out what's at the bottom to make open space. And that's everything you need to know on how to drink chimarrão successfully. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to learn more about yerba mate, or you can check out the next video that's on the screen because that's what YouTube thinks you should watch next.